Hey guys, it's me again. You guys are probably tired of me all the time. Just kidding. I finally got a microphone for my videos. Bought this from Temu. $8 for two lavalier mics. One here, and I put the other one here. Just clips on. Dude, these things are awesome. Look how small it is. It's so discreet. $8. I went to Best Buy. They were like, "Yeah, we have a pair for $250." I said, "No, thanks." So yeah, get you one of these. They're cool. I hope it sounds better. Um, just wanted to check in, and this video, I really just wanted to kind of talk about some of the natural ways of treating cancer, and like what have I been doing to improve the efficacy of my treatment. Maybe improve how strong and how well the chemo takes effect and kills the cancer in my body. So anything that I find that can help this, I'm all for it. So just a quick story on the background. We have a family friend. I live in California. Again, my name is Aram. For anybody that's brand new here, I have stage 4 stomach cancer. It has spread to a lot of different parts of my organs inside my body, so it's pretty serious. But I feel great today. It's Friday. Eat some breakfast, staying positive. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So we have a family friend in Washington, and she has a daughter who is 15 years old, and she was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma. Long story short, she was not responding really well to chemotherapy. She had metastatic cancer in her lymph nodes all over her body. And her mom found a natural healer that recommended to take a plant, to take herbal medication, natural herbs. And here in Southern California, right over the border in Mexico, there's a lot of natural healers in Tijuana, in Rosarito, probably in Mexico City. So I actually live very close to the border. This lady, she went to Mexico. She got these plants from a Mexican healer. She brought it back to Washington, and she gave it to her daughter every single morning. This plant is called Kalanchoe Pinnata. I'm going to write that into the description. You guys can look it up yourself. The doctors told the girl that there's not much more options that they can do from a chemotherapy, from a systemic chemotherapy treatment. They can't do surgery. They can't do any more chemo. So she started taking this plant in combination with the chemo that she was taking. A year later, she's cancer-free. So think about this. A young girl who had stage 4 cancer throughout her whole body has no cancer right now. 0 cancer. It's mind-blowing. And I'm very happy for her. I'm ecstatic. This is amazing. So her mother actually reached out to my mom, and she says, "Hey, I know your son has cancer as well. I want to send you these plants." Well, this is what she sent me. She sent me a huge shipment of these leaves. Also, another strain of these. It's a lot lighter. It's green and it's a lot lighter. And what I do is every morning on an empty stomach, around 7 a.m., 8 a.m., I eat 2 of these plants. I eat 2 of these Kalanchoe plants, just raw, with the stem, everything, just like you're in the wild. And I've been doing this for the past, I would say, 2 weeks now. I feel good. I'm eating much better. This is in addition to my chemotherapy. This is not just me stopping my chemotherapy treatment and just eating a plant. No, this is a combination where I feel like this will enhance the effects of this chemo. Now you're probably like, okay, where are you getting any, are you just making all this up? Like, what is this chemo? You can literally find this on Amazon.com and order yourself a leaf or a little pot. These came from the Mexican lady in Mexico who knows what she's doing, and she's been doing this for a very long time, so I trust her more than ordering it from Amazon. But let me just give you a couple realistic articles online just to tell you like what this is. I went on a government website where they're actually starting clinical trials of these Kalanchoe plants. They see that the active bio ingredients in this plant actually has some therapeutic and health benefits. So there's a study right now, there's multiple studies. So one study is aimed to identify the bioactive ingredients specifically in this plant and how it can treat diseases such as cancer. It's on another site, but what I'm looking at here is the study is aimed to identify bioactive ingredients in this succulent herb and to see the ethnomedical applications for several diseases, including cancer, and reveal its anti-cancer mechanisms through a molecular approach. So they break this plant down to its most finest molecular grains, and then they see what are the active ingredients they can use to treat cancer cells. So this herb contains a lot of different acids: gallic acid, caffeine acid, comeric acid, quercetin acid. Like, this has a lot of different active ingredients in it. Now, there's another study that's actually doing a clinical trial on breast cancer patients. And basically what they're doing is, let's see. This is a succulent plant cultivated in gardens, which can be found as a herb or a shrub. And there's something that I really wanted to share with you guys, and as I'm making the video, obviously I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Activity of Kalanchoe plants in cancer. It says several plant components have been identified as a source of anti-cancer therapeutics. However, these components should be investigated in clinical trials. It says members of the Kalanchoe plants have remedial properties for a wide range of diseases. This is what I was saying. It can treat gastric ulcers. It can treat bacterial infections, viral infections, parasites. It can help treat HPV, and it can reduce the symptoms and side effects of cancer. So there is some stuff out there on this plant. I'm skeptical about this as well. I'm a realist, so when I see, people talking about a plant and, you can just eat it and it'll help you cure cancer, well, that's not realistic. So you have to do your research. And also, I did a fact check on this just to play devil's advocate. And the website, the Healthy Indian Project, basically says there's no evidence to confirm Kalanchoe plants treat cancer. So I want to be just really open and transparent with you guys. I'm telling you the best, I'm showing you the best of both worlds. There's clinical trials that are saying that there are anti-cancer traits here, but at the same time, there has been no proven study that says, okay, this for sure treats cancer or helps the efficacy of cancer and things like that. So it's not hurting me. I'm doing it. I'm taking it every day in the mornings. So we'll see how it goes. Just a side note, I wanted to tell you guys, chemotherapy comes from World War I, when armies were fighting with chemical warfare. And scientists said, hey, wait a minute, these chemicals are very, very strong. Let's see if we can use these chemical warfare to fight cancer. And what they did was they took the same chemical warfare gas that they were using in the gas warfare in World War I, and they created chemo. So chemo came from poisonous chemicals that were used back in World War I. But nowadays, there's other chemos that come from like the bark of trees. For example, the Taxol medicine that I'm taking, the chemo, it came from the bark of a tree. It's called a Pacific yew tree, which is very interesting. Like, you can create a drug that kills cancer from nature, but you have to strip it down to its most granular molecular level, take those active ingredients and test it on cells, on cancer cells. And if you can stop a cancer cell from dividing, from replicating, then that's one step closer towards, fighting and beating cancer and finding a cure. So just something I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you have a great Friday. I'm going to cut it off here because I know we're at 10 minutes. Great to see you. Great to talk to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's one thing I always forget. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Bye.